You already know that life's got tricks. No matter how cunning you are, it will come at you too. But there are ways the top 1% of the human race bypass these tricks and live on their own terms. In this video, I'll be revealing them. If it's your first time on this channel, welcome to Awaken, the only YouTube channel that tells you the truth about yourself and life, ultimately making you smarter and stronger than billions of people around the world. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when we have a great discovery for you. It's true what they say. Life is not your friend. It doesn't care what you think, what you feel, or what you are. It will come at you in one of two ways, good or bad. And because the matrix thrives on imbalance, the bad often outweighs the good. You're left to deal with disappointments, sadness, evil, loneliness, fear, and anxiety. You grow tired of being on the receiving end of hurt and pain because you're weak. So weak that at the slightest trick, you fall to your knees crying, begging life for mercy, as if life were a god. Yet it is certain that life will bring unexpected turns. But what if you could train your mind to face adversity before it even happens? What if you could condition yourself to be immune to life's bullying tactics? Here's the ultimate truth. To be one step ahead of life's tricks, you have to make major changes to your decisions, like denying your wants, desires, and comforts for the unpredictable tomorrow. For example, if you're taking a walk and it's about to rain, you wouldn't panic because you've already faced your greatest fear. You've conditioned yourself by walking through the rain at 3 a.m. intentionally. It's brutal, but it's humanly possible. You love apples and have a lot at home, but you know that one day you won't. So when you have 5 apples in front of you, you eat just one. It hurts, it's tempting, but you're one step ahead. When you wake up, your skin is super sensitive, much like how life sees you when you're distracted and unprepared. But you start your day with a cold shower. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but it builds mental toughness by pushing you into discomfort first thing in the morning. You're one step ahead. Now, think of the most embarrassing, uncomfortable things you could do. The greater the shame, the stronger you become. For example, doing something socially awkward, like dancing in public or wearing mismatched clothes, will desensitize you from external judgments. You'll grow resilient. Whether it's having a difficult conversation, doing something that makes you anxious, or facing rejection, put yourself in situations that stretch your mental limits. Set a goal to fail on purpose, like applying for a job you know you won't get, or pitching an idea beyond your usual scope. The goal is to become resilient and embrace failure as part of the learning process. The trick to being one step ahead isn't about avoiding life's challenges. It's about anticipating discomfort reasonably before it even arrives, so that when it does, it doesn't hurt as much. You've trained your mind to be resilient. You've confronted life's truths frequently enough to develop a stronger threshold for disappointment. To be one step ahead is to create a mental armor through consistent practices. Face your fears every day until they no longer exist. Better yet, think of the most shameless things you can do, things that make you cringe, and do one each day. By detaching yourself from expectations, your mind attunes to your bravery. You've overloaded it with its own limitations to the point where those limitations no longer exist. Remember why you started. Remember how you felt the last time you faced heartbreak or disappointment. Remember how useless it was to cry over spilled milk. There is a dichotomy between what we feel and what we know, and human nature often leans toward emotion. Even when we know that something is out of our control, we struggle to accept it. We become slaves to our emotions and life's unpredictability. It is not wise to criticize life as though it has ears, and if it does, it throws your feedback in the trash. Privileges and circumstances are not distributed equally. Life is not a god, so we cannot seek answers from it. We do not beg from it, nor should we be desperate for it. It is an insult to the entire human verse to do so. Life only becomes a god if we allow ourselves to perceive it that way. So, it's about time you created a custom structure that makes life little less harsh for you by never running from truths or discomfort. To be one step ahead means to consistently push your mental boundaries and willingly expose yourself to controlled discomfort. The more you're able to embrace discomfort, the more you build your psychological resilience, making it difficult for life's surprises to catch you off guard. You train your mind to thrive in uncertainty by creating a controlled environment where challenges are no longer threats, but opportunities to grow. This resilience builds up your mental muscles so that you can withstand the blows that would otherwise knock you down. The human mind craves stability, and our habits help us achieve comfort in everyday life. However, this comfort can also make us vulnerable to unexpected changes. To truly prepare for life's uncertainties, we must cultivate mental resilience during times of calm. As Seneca advises, train yourself ahead of time to face adversity. This means acknowledging that our current stability is not guaranteed, and that change can arrive suddenly. To achieve inner peace, reframe your mindset. Recognize that true happiness isn't dependent on external circumstances. Instead, find contentment in the present, knowing that everything can change at any moment. Now, this doesn't mean constantly depriving yourself of the good of life. It's maintaining a balance between the pleasures and managing your resilience threshold, ultimately making you free, happy, a lover, but also ready and trained to handle the unexpected. By daily learning how to be one step ahead, this is how you stay immune, how you look life in the eye and go trick for trick, aura for aura. So, like this video if you feel motivated, and subscribe so you can learn more of what no one will tell you. Be one step ahead.